Good evening, soft tippers. Welcome to Soft Tip Central Network. I'm Dan, and today we're going to be taking a first look at the Mission Makara M2s, the 20 gram soft tip darts, which were released earlier or just the end of last week by Mission on their 2021 launch. So obviously we're going to do our usual review. We're going to go through all the details of the dart, packaging, and all the weights and measures tests, have a few throws at the board, and I'll give a little summary at the end. So first of all, let's go and look at some packaging. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging for the Makara. This is the M2 version of the dart, and it's housed in a lovely sort of black, metallic silver and red cardboard packaging with embossed Makara written down here on the left hand side. These are a 90% tungsten barrel made by Mission, with the logo at the bottom there, the Mission logo on the top, the lapel at the top there, and it's a 20 gram soft tip dart. They are housed in a beautiful little window here, and you can see the dart in its entirety with its grip lock stems, its Titan Pro tips, and obviously you've got the Makara flights there, which represent the packaging design on the box. There is actually mirrored in the flight here. Let's flip these over and have a quick look. So on the back here you will see that you've just got the Makara there written across the top, the Mission logo here, safety warnings at the bottom here. Please adhere to these, they are well worth taking notice of. Basically it tells you what comes in the box. So it's supplied with the Mission grip lock shaft, Mission S-lock rings, and Mission 100 micron flights. These are match weighted to 0.05 of a gram. We will test that shortly. And there's this little blurb there about Mission as a company themselves and what their directive is for the future. QR code down at the bottom there for you to get direct to the Mission Darts website. Right, let's open her up and have a look on the inside. Okay, so on the inside of the packaging, you've got just a plain plastic thin packaging here with a velvet feel to it. Obviously, it's going to save a lot of money packaging it this way with a vacuum sealed unit there. 3 flights housed at the top, and then the 3 darts are literally set up in their entirety across the center here. They actually go into a point protector at the bottom. Notice this, another point to make with this as well, is I really do like the point protector on this, because it's actually got wider entrance apertures here, so you can actually fit a decent sized soft tip in the actual point protector. So yeah, that's the inside of the packaging. Let's go and have a look at the weights and measures. Okay, so weights and measures time. What we're going to do is going to weigh each of the barrels individually and see how well they are match weighted. So this is coming in at bang on 18 grams. And the second dart now coming in at 18 or 17.98. And the third barrel now coming in at 18.02, so they are within 0.04 of a gram match weighted. That's really good. I was expecting an 18 gram barrel purely because it says 20 grams on the packaging, and usually that means that you're going to be looking at about 2 grams less on your barrel weight. Okay, so let's get some dimensions now. Okay, so let's get some dimensions for you now. Just change this to new money. Okay, so we're looking at the widest point of the barrel, which I think is just at the top of this taper here. So we'll test that out for you. And that's coming in at 7.1 millimeters. Let's just get that zoomed in for you and focused. So it's 7.1 millimeters wide. And the length of the barrel is 48.2 millimeters. That's 7.1 wide at the widest point and 48.2 millimeters in length. Okay, let's go and take a quick look and a closer look at the barrels. Okay, so more up close and personal look at the barrel now. So at the front section here, we have a standard ball piece, a smooth piece of tungsten, which then leads up to this square section here, which tapers out to that 7.1 millimeters width here. This is all the way around the barrel and actually gives a really good sort of acute area for your placement for your hands. And that's backed up at the rear of the taper here, which goes into a longer taper right the way down to the stem end of the dart. And that's backed up by this small section here of shark grip. Now, I had a little throw with these earlier in the week, just to give them a test run. I really like the look of them on launch, and when they came through the post, I was very, very excited to get my hands on them and see how they throw. And you may have seen on Twitter when I posted on the other day after using these darts that I hit quite a few 1080s. I really like them. The shark grip there gives you a fantastic push point at the rear of this taper here, and this backed up after that shark grip with a stepped ring grip which steps down in 3 sections. Looks kind of like a pyramid, but this central section here is cut deeper to the middle section here. So what that gives you is grip from this point here right the way up to the mission logo at the top. Personally, I think it's really, really well executed. I love the coating on it as well. I think it gives a really nice look to the dart, but it also gives you additional bit of grip as well. The stepped ring grip is actually deceptively grippy. I wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near as grippy as the shark grip. Admittedly, it's not as grippy as this, but it has still got a heck of a lot of purchase when you grip the dart and hold the dart tightly. This dart will appeal to anybody from a mid to rear gripping dart player. I throw from this point here, and my hand rests on this area here when I throw. So for me, it's perfectly set up and front loaded for me to actually get a really good release off the dart, even with it being so grippy. So the only thing for me to do to sort of show how well these have been going is to just have a few throws at the board. So I'm going to take these over to the ground board now. I'll have a throw and see how they go. Okay, so let's have a few throws at the ground board with the Makara M2. This is the 20 gram soft tip barrel. Comes with Titan Pro tips, a grip lock shaft and the S-lock rings, and the 100 micron Makara flights. Trebles either side. So yeah, that sharp grip just to the rear of that taper really, really gives you a great push point to push the dart from. I haven't thrown any darts all day, so this is my first trip to the board, so I like the weight of the dart. They are front loaded. They feel good in the hand. Well, 123. I like the design of them. It's quite simple. It's not really colourful, whistles and bangs. Just the grey and silver. If I'm honest, I'll probably use a slightly shorter stem. The flights hold up well. I've clipped the top of them a couple of times. I was practicing and throwing about earlier in the week, and they haven't really done a great deal of damage. So the 100 micron flights are holding up really nicely. Oh, bottled it. 1-2-1. I like the metallic look of the flights as well. They're also slightly embossed as well. Yeah, a really nice flight with a smoky effect over the red. Wrong treble, Daniel. I've seen the price point on these on release as well, and it is really good. For a 90% tungsten dart of this sort of quality, that caught a little bit as I was getting the release in, that caught on that sharp grip. Have a few throws at the bullseye. And then some of the 19s just to get a bit of range. I like the stacked ring grip at the back as well. The stage ring grip, that's amazing. Me likey these darts a lot. Yeah, I'd like to thank Darts Corner as well for supplying us the darts to review today, and coming on board and supporting us as a channel. Hat-trick, there's another one. The bullseye. So let's have a look at the go on the 19s as well, see if we can control the dart when you're going for a lower cover. Nice, 2 trips. I wish I was playing cricket right now, I'd be killing it. 3 more. Okay, perhaps 3 more. That was terrible. It's nothing to do with the darts, that's a bad workman. That's better. Right. Let's go summarise these beauties. Okay, summary time. So to summarise the Mission Makara M2s, the 20 gram soft tips. Mission's new range. This is the first dart I tried from the new range, and wow, it's pretty good. It's really good. It's really well designed. Grip where you need grip for a specific player, which is why I think they're bringing out multiple versions of each style of barrel, a bit like a sort of a range, so to speak, of each one, because this suits my throw. Another style of the Makara dart wouldn't suit my throw because the grip points would be in a different area. They've done really well with the stacked ring grip at the back. That's awesome. That's really good. It's deceptively grippy. I'll probably say out of 5, about a 4, 4.5. And I mean, the shark grip's always going to get a 5. There's just no movement on here. This front section for grip, I'll probably say even that's about 2.5 to 3, because these little axial cuts across that sort of ring grip section here, it really does help an acute placement point. So when I'm throwing my darts, I throw like that. So my fingers resting on the ring grip section at the back. I've got my push point on the shark grip there, and my fingers finding a placement point on this front section. They're really well thought through. Titan Pro Tips held up brilliantly. Again, that is because it has this thicker section at the top here, and the tapers, it actually tapers out from the point right the way to this wide section here, so you haven't got a thin tip all the way up to that point. So yeah, the Titan Pro Tips are really well designed. I like those. Grip lock shafts are good. They're all good. I mean, grip lock shafts are a grip lock shaft. They've been around for years. The 100 micron flights, really nice design, really good looking. I really like the dart, to be honest with you. I've thrown, as you know, a lot of darts, and I've thrown a lot of different styles of dart. And this shape is my go-to now. Anything in this shape is gonna do well for me. But I think personally, the way this one's constructed, it's probably, I don't know if I should, but I think I'm going to go out there and say this is actually probably one of the best darts I've ever thrown. And it takes a lot for me to say that, because I've thrown a heck of a lot of darts, but it is probably one of the best darts I've thrown, and I've thrown a lot of different brands of darts as well. Price point wise, these were steel in modern day darts, modern day tungsten darts. If you can pick up a set of darts for this much, which is this many dollars and this many euros, and get this much quality, yeah, it's an absolute no-brainer. I'm really looking forward to checking out the rest of their range and seeing what they have to offer. But First impressions of the Makara, yeah, it's going to be my go-to dart. I absolutely love it. I can't mince my words. It's again probably the best dart thrown in a very, very long time, and that's probably proofs in the pudding with the amount of triples that I was hitting and the trips and the bullseyes that I was hitting on this specific review. I don't hit that many. I'm not that good a player. I just love this game. And when I was throwing there, I was hitting trebles left, right, and centre. It just suit me as a dart player and suit my game. So yeah, well done mission. Go out and get yourselves a set of Makaras. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.